One and one with a void. Oh, Jaren Jackson, you did me wrong. Let's talk some hoops. We got a huge NBA Wednesday slate, boys. All right, boys, what's up? It's Keith Stone coming at you guys with another free pick video. I just keep crossing my fingers that these guys in the NBA are going to start doing their jobs. But it's just one of those little runs where, it's dating back to about 15 days now, where it's just blowouts and 2 out of 3s. Like theoretically, I should have had more 0 out of 3s, 1 out of 3s, and 3 out of 3s. They can't just always be 2 out of 3s. And then we get a lot of voids. You never know who's playing. It's a very, very tough sport to bet on. But I trust the data long term, and it is very frustrating. Like a day like today, let me just get you guys into a little recap here. I trust the data. Okay, that's what I don't just go in here with my emotions and say, oh yeah, this guy's gonna hit. I like data. I like matchups. Okay, that's the only thing you can really do in a sport like this, and it can still be ruined. I mean, we've been attacking props that have 70% hit rates for the last 2 weeks, and we're on the 30% side. 60, 70% of the time. It is frustrating. So like this game right here, 40-point freaking blowout. I mean, the guy had 10 and he only played 20 something minutes, like 22 minutes or something. There's just no world if this was a normal game he doesn't hit this. We did hit this one. KD had a big night. He had the career 30,000 points. So we hit some sleeper plays. We hit there's a few right here. So it looks like we hit 3, and I think that we set 5 total. They had all these sites had a ton of discounts today, like all of them. Boom had some. They all fucking failed except Halliburton, Barnes, and Jones. Everyone else freaking failed. Now, overall on the day, I did the math. We're only down a half a unit, so it could be a lot worse. A reminder to everyone, especially if you're on the VIP, well, this right here, this is open. So if this guy on Saturday can finish this, well, that turns into a winning day just like that. Instead of down 0.5 units, we would actually be up a quarter unit. So you guys can see, I mean, Jalen Brunson, really, bro? 8 points. I mean, these two right here combining for hella threes, 1-3. I mean, Kobe White was terrible. He'd gone over in like 5 or 6 straight games, guys. 5 or 6 straight games, Kobe White's gone over, including against the Pistons last week. So we did get the Embiid one done. Luckily, this was a winning slip I created. You guys got to remember, I'm limited to $5 on these. I don't know why. I guess in the Arena League, I got paid out on this for some reason. Duran had 20 PRA. We had this same discount on Boom for 22.5. It was a great spot. Look at the freaking score, man. It's frustrating when you're picking these picks right, and then these discount props of like 3 or 4 PRAs off don't hit. It made a negative 0.5 unit day, look really bad, kind of, because it's like all these discount props hit or miss. So this was the one I gave you guys. Anobi ended up not playing. I knew that was kind of a possibility, but I figured there was a 50-50 chance. Mathurin crushed. He got a lot of free throws. And then let's talk Jaren Jackson. My goodness, man. 6 of 18 shooting. 0 of 5 from 3. Guys, he had 5 3-pointers in the last matchup. I think he was like 5 for 10. Got a bunch of free throws. Missed a couple of those too. He was missing putbacks, missing threes, just terrible read by me. I mean, the shot volume was there, the 3-pointers were there. He still got 17. So he doesn't, miss a putback and maybe makes 1 3. We hit. It's just frustrating, yeah. Same thing. Booker did not hit his discount prop, but every site gave us like shit discount props today. All of them. Prize Picks, Better, Boom. Sleeper was the best. Siakam called the under here, and Brunson didn't even get anywhere near it. It's like, why are they all giving us the same lines too? It's kind of fishy, isn't it? You guys got to remember something. Overall, those discount lines hit at like on average like 3 out of 4 times. So if you pull up a sports book and you take the say 25.5 point line and you take it down to 21.5 or whatever the discount is, 22.5, that becomes like a a negative 110 pick 'em play into like a negative 290 300 play. So it's a 3-to-1 favorite. So you'd be wise to play them. They are, I mean, like I said, they're very juiced. They should be hitting on average at least 70% of the time. So anyways, let's get into the picks today. I have a couple things for you guys. I built out a little 2-man that I already set on Sports Millions, and then I have a 3-pick dabble slip for you guys today. Now, I just want to remind you guys, if you watch this video, you don't have to set these players. These are just slips that I built, and I'm giving them to you guys for free. You don't have to set them, first of all. Second of all, until maybe the NBA cleans its act up, I'm hoping after the All-Star break, just lower your unit size. If you're going to insist on gambling every day, then lower your unit size. No one's forcing anyone to play plays. I'm giving you guys 5 props. You can do whatever you want with them. If you don't like one, then you can play them as a 4-man in another slip on Prize Picks or something. If you're a freaking DraftKings or FanDuel straight better, you're actually doing pretty well over the last and during this what I would call a losing streak, because I keep finding a way to put a loser in every slip, and it will balance out. I'm telling you, it cannot continue. I cannot keep going 2 for 3 like at the rate we're hitting. There should be more 0 of 3s. I don't even remember the last time I had a 0 for 3 slip. There should be some of those though. There should be more 1 of 3s, and there definitely should be more 3 of 3s. They can't always just keep going 2 of 3, especially when they fucking hook. It's super frustrating. Anyways, guys, sub to the channel if you got a little extra time. Hit the like button. It goes a long way for me personally, and I do appreciate when you guys take the time to do that. I am really trying my absolute, I don't like the word try hard. You either do or you don't. But I really do put in a lot of time. I spent about 2 hours coming up with these 5 picks. So the slate is not the greatest tomorrow. I'm not going to lie to you guys. There's a lot of blowout potential. Matchups didn't look the greatest. And if you're an under player, well, I get it. Like, some Cavaliers unders look good. They're catching the Raptors on a back-to-back. But, dude, one of these guys could just pop off and ruin your day in the first half. Betting unders is hard too. I think there might be more ways for it to hit over time. But if you're going to bet unders, the best time to do it is right before the game start, because everyone else is building these lines up. Most people take overs, and then you come in and get that closing line value. So I don't like giving unders out of my videos. Most YouTubers I know do not give out unders in their videos, very rarely, especially this time of night, guys. So without further ado, let's get straight into the picks. So on Sports Millions, I noticed something, and this is another thing that you can't underestimate, man. Like, I don't just sit here on Prize Picks like a lot of these guys do. I know you guys love Prize Picks, but I'm telling you, it is the worst app, and they take advantage of a lot of you, because I call it kind of like a recreational bettors app. They know that everyone has it, and they take advantage of people through a lot of reasons. I also have personal bias because they limit me. But guys that just sit here and give you props on Prize Picks, they're not helping you guys. Like, I'm actually literally going in, I'm spreading out freaking where I can find the best lines. So I'll give you a couple examples. Let's get into this first pick. So right off the bat, over here on Sports Millions, we've had a lot of bad luck on this site. This site has great freaking lines. They're slow to move them. This bad luck can't last forever, where I just keep finding a way to stick a loser in every play. I'm still waiting on a reply. I know some people said that they got site credits back today on that one NFL slip that we were, Sleeper gave it to us. So hopefully I can get that too, because that'd be tight. It'd be like $285, boost my account a little bit over here. But one guy I really like is De'Aaron Fox tomorrow. So this is a... see what the spread is on this one. It's an 8.5 point spread. Celtics are favored at home. I'm hoping it can be close enough for like 3/4. By far and away, like right off the bat, let's just pull up Fox over here on Prize Picks, and then I'll show it to you on Better too. So right off the bat, he's 22.5 over here on Prize Picks, right? And then the same thing if you look on Better. Where's that game? De'Aaron Fox, 22.5. Okay, so guys, where like, just because personally, like, it hasn't quite worked out on the site yet, like, you guys got, you got to understand long term, this is like a no-brainer. You don't take the 22.5 point line. You take the 21.5 point line if you're taking the higher. Now, if he bumps like 23.5, well, then maybe you can start looking at the lower on a different site. But this is extreme value. This is a really good spot for Fox. Now, overall, if you look at the hit rate on the season, you kind of just got to throw this out, okay? It's 55%, but it doesn't even mean anything. That's good, right? Do I have this set at 21.5? Okay, yeah. So, like, everywhere else says this is 22. I had to adjust this. But if you're looking at the Celtics, they score with his style of player, right? They're 28th out of 30th with his dominant player type, okay? And you got to remember something else, too. These 4 games right here, let's just take this down to 4. These are the only 4 that matter, because this is after the trade where he left Sacramento, okay? So he's cleared this line in 3 out of 4. Just looks like he had a bad shooting night here. I think that's Boston really does struggle with point guards. They give up a lot of pick and roll points, I believe. Yes, they do. Pick and roll ball handler. I expect Fox to just have a solid game here. They're not giving up a ton of free throws or transition. They do play at a slower pace, but if you get some isolation ball and the pick and roll ball handler with, Victor or Sochan or whoever he's doing it with, I think it'll lead to some points. And, you're looking at almost 30% of his points coming from that pick and roll ball handler, which is where the Celtics have struggled. They've struggled with point guards all year. Additionally, they do not have Drew Holiday. So that's their best on point defender, on ball defender, I should say, 100%. He's usually the one that guards like the best one or two guard on the opposing team. So he's going to be out again. So I like De'Aaron Fox. And then the second guy I really like is Jarrett Allen. Now, this one, I'm just warning you guys, okay? I'm just warning you. Where the freak is that Cavs game? This has blowout written all freaking over it. Is it on the road? Yes. The Raptors played the Knicks last night. They're on a back-to-back. It is at home, so they don't have to travel, I suppose. I do like Mobley, but I have him in the next slip, and you'll see why, okay? So, like, this is the same here as it was on the other site where I said it on Dabble. So, but Jarrett Allen, this is probably the same on most sites, 12.5 points. Now, guys, you could do a first half play, but that don't mean shit. It could be a 20-point game at halftime. He's still going to come out in the third quarter. Imagine if he scores like 3 straight buckets and didn't do shit in the first half. Your guess is as good as freaking anyone else's. I promise you. Like, full game lines, I still think they're usually the way to go. I think you can take advantage of some players that play like heavy minutes in first quarters and stuff, but now the lines are sharper. Like, it's really turned into a pick 'em this time of year. So really, at the end of the day, you have to just kind of go with matchups and you have to go with the data. And this is a smash spot for Jarrett Allen. Okay, so this is the head-to-head against the Raptors. He's gone over in 3 straight high efficiency field goals. Only took 9 shots here, 14 there, 7 there. Minutes were 26, 32, and 26. So if he plays 26 minutes, I'm very confident that he'll hit this. On the season, it's a 55% hit rate overall. Actually, this is his last 20 games. If we add in, if he plays about 25 minutes, I'd say. All right, so if we take this to 25 minutes, yeah, it's about the same. 11 for 20. So it's just, it's the matchup. The history's there. They're giving up a ton of points in the paint. As you can see, this is where Allen's scoring 72% of his points. I know one or him or Mobley will be good. I also think that the guards may not have to do as much. Like, if you were going to take an under in this game, like, I know it feels gross because, look what he's been doing the last couple games. But, like, Mitchell might be a decent under. He's gone over 1 out of 2. And if it's a blowout, well, you could look into his under. But Mobley and Allen have such an advantage down low in this matchup that I wouldn't touch their unders. You either fade them or you just take the overs. So that's going to be your free pick number 1. We're rolling this as a 2-man today over here on Sports Millions. And then I have another pick. If you guys need to get Sports Millions, it's pretty simple, guys. You deposit $10, they get you 59 with promo code SBAA. There is a link below. I always do appreciate it when you guys use that link. That is kind of what keeps me floating here to try to keep making content for you guys and give out free slips and picks. Slumps don't last forever, boys. We're gonna bounce back. We're gonna find a way to hit one of these 2 today. I just got a good feeling about it. So get on Sports Millions, take advantage of this, like lines like this with Fox. Okay, I find one of these or 2 of these every single day. We didn't even check what Allen was, but I'm assuming he's the same on Prize Picks. I think he was 13 on Dabble, so that wasn't a good line. So he is the same over here. So I don't mind that at all. Okay, and so the second slip I have prepared, so these are 5 total player props. Like I said, you don't have to put them like the way I did. These are just 5 things I really like. The recent track record, if you set these on straight bets and we went 3 of 5, you're going to have a nice day. And and as long as I don't put a loser in both slips, well, we'll have a nice day too. So anyways, Dabble's cool. 10 free dollars when you use promo code, same one, SBAA. There's also a link below. Basically what Dabble's saying is like, come try our app. The cool thing that you could do is if you deposit $10, well, you're going to get $10 even without depositing it. But if you deposit $10, you're going to have 10 on them, and then you're going to have your 10. So you could put $20 on this slip I'm giving you to win 120. So $100 in profit, 6x slip, boys. So yeah, get on Dabble and let's get into the picks. So the first one is Klay Thompson. This is really just, once again, like kind of track record, kind of history. I do like the Warriors in this spot. The Mavs are just dealing with all kinds of injuries. And the Warriors actually have been playing pretty well offensively, but you know, Gafford's out, AD's out. Clay is a very streaky guy, right? Like right off the bat, 44% hit rate. I think we got that. What did we get this at? So we got us at 14, so we need 15 to win, correct. 14 would be a push line. So this is at the right spot. We'll leave it there. I just want to point out the two head-to-heads against his old team. Okay, like this guy put up 12 threes in this one and 11 threes in this one. Warriors, you know, they're playing a little better defensively. They don't give up anything in the paint, but you know, look at this hit rate from similar players. They have been playing a little better lately, but I think they've kind of sold out some defense to have some more offense, to be honest, is what I'm kind of seeing from them lately. So on paper, it's like nothing to like, oh my God, like this is a great spot, except the fact that Clay is scoring like a third of his points literally from spot up shooting. So I do think this is a good spot. I love the track record this year, like, you know, 12 freaking threes, guys. We just need him to not have a poor shooting night, and I feel like he should hit this line. So that's going to be your free pick number one. And then I like Sabonis. Now, the spread on that one was a 4-point spread, by the way. So hopefully it's a competitive game. And then Sabonis is the Kings Pelicans. It's actually a 5-point spread, which is surprising. I don't know if the Pelicans are getting some reinforcements, but hopefully it'll be a close game. This is also just really a matchup play for me. So, you know, 52% hit rate in his last 27 games. It's not like amazing, but look at the hit rate over here of guys. And then look what they're giving up, guys. Second most points in the paint. This is where Sabonis is scoring 57% of his points. You know, he's scoring a 3.4 points per game off the free throw line, so they're like middle of the pack there too. He's going to have some putback opportunities. He's going to have some transition opportunities. These are green light spots. The pick and roll man, they're bottom third or right at it. So, but more importantly, this is the most important stat right here. Almost 60% of Sabonis's points are coming in the paint. And then, yeah, if we look at the head-to-head, this is set at 19 and a half. Okay, so yeah, we do need 20 points. This is set at 19 and a half. You can see in the two head-to-head games he's had this year, really efficient, made a bunch of free throws, 32 points in 34 minutes, 27 points in 34 minutes. So, you know, even with Levine there now, I just think that like this is such a smash spot down low that he should find his way to a 20 burger. That's all we need is 20 points to win. So give me Sabonis over 19 points. We got a push line on Dabble. See how these are all push lines? So that's another cool thing when you can, you know, Dabble has a lot of these. And sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not, because there might be some sites that have Clay at 13.5. Most of them have him at 14.5, that, as an example, right? Same with Sabonis. He's mostly in most places that I saw, he's 19 and a half everywhere. So this is a good line because if he ends up on 19 exactly, and then these other guys that, you know, gave you hit, we'll still make 3x on this slip. So we're going to take the other Cavalier, not Jarrett Allen in this one. We're going to take Mobley. Now, ever since that Boston loss at home, I feel like Mobley has been playing better. At least I think he has. So let's kind of look at the stats here. Let's see where Mobley's at. So yeah, I mean, 3 straight games, he's crushed this. And like I said, since that Boston loss, it's kind of an eye-opener actually. And then the Raptors are pretty bad down low too. So they give up a lot of points. So they're going to be fresher. He has gone over this in 2 of 3 head-to-head matchups. You guys got to remember too, like Raptors really banged up. They don't have a lot of bigs right now. And so they're giving up a ton of points in the paint. I think that as long as this isn't like a 30-point game midway through the third, I feel like we have a really good shot at this. But you know what, guys? It very well could be because it's one of the highest spreads on the day. That's my warning on these Cavaliers players. Just tread with caution. But I think they could be so good and so dominant in the first half that we're going to get there anyways. So like I said, he's gotten this 2 out of 3. If you look at the shot attempts, 14, only 11 here and then 11 here. But the efficiency's there. He's making it to the free throw line. If you look at the free throws, they're giving up a ton, right? And they're giving up a lot. I don't know why they don't have a rating on this, but what Allen does well, like this is green light spots for him. Cuts to the hoop and free throws. Okay, so he's getting a ton of his points from there. So I think this has a pretty good shot. That's going to be the slip, guys. We're just due for a win. Like, we're so due for a win. Everyone, guys, like the best gamblers on the planet, okay, the best ones, they hit at a 57% hit rate, okay? The more and more you start playing these, you got to understand the play style here of what we do too. we can only win twice a week. But if we hit one of these slips, we're highly profitable. That's how crazy it is. So we don't have to be perfect here, and we're not straight bettors. Well, you know, sometimes I straight bet, but I'm starting to look into that a little bit more because it's kind of a, you know, I love the DFS apps, so I don't know. It's definitely something I have to think about, but that's all I got for you guys today. I do appreciate you guys sticking with me even in the hard times. A lot of 2-in-1 days over the last 15 days. I always find a way to put a loser in one of these slips. So hopefully, cross your fingers, we can write that off today. We got 2 slips. That's the first one, and I'll pull this back up if you can. You know, you can set this anywhere, but I'm telling you, you're not going to find Fox anywhere. Also, they're really slow to move these. Like, you know, you can go take advantage of this. If this was like Prize Picks or Better or Underdog, like this line would already been changed. So that's all I got for you boys. Let's cash some slips. Peace.